All across the world, we have struggled with carbon emissions and greenhouse gases that are destroying our ozone layers. Carbon dioxide is emitted from cars, trains, planes, buses, and few small transport vehicles. All of this gas in the Earth's atmosphere is warming the Earth in general. Stats show that in the past 150 years, activities have pumped enough carbon dioxide into the atmosphere to raise it levels higher than they have ever been for hundreds of thousands of years. And by that year, 2030, the Earth will be far beyond salvation. That is why we are modelling our town of new and more effective ways in managing and saving our planet. Our local council is trying to make a sustainable suburb that does not focus on using cars and welcomes and encourages ways to save our planet and stop carbon pollution and greenhouse gases.
Sustainability. The main focus of our suburb is to provide safe and clean electricity and energy for the people dwelling in it. We will do this by implementing hydroelectric systems that are installed on the runouts of big rivers and to small ones, and the sides of the dam that control water in and out of New Edinburgh. We'll also have solar panels installed on the tops of every house. Windmills will be installed across the suburb that also add to the aesthetics of the suburb and electricity generation. With all that electricity that this will be producing, we will have enough energy to power the whole of Sydney, and this would also have restaurants, shops and schools nearby in our suburb. We will encourage walking and cycling so that power cannot be wasted. Driving isn't going to be promoted that much, and we will also have bikes available to the public, as we will try to promote sustainable ideas for the city dwellers. It is stated by the Centre of Climate and Energy Solutions that CO2, which is also known as carbon dioxide, accounts for more than 76% of total greenhouse gases and emissions. This can be found from cars, planes, buses and trains. Methane, primarily one of agriculture, contributes about 16% of greenhouse gases, and nitrous oxide, mostly from industry and agriculture, contributes 6% to global emissions. With these new installments in our suburb, dwellers could also save a lot of money in energy bills.
Due to industrialism, there will be a lot of jobs that are vacant and a lot of new jobs opportunities in the construction and design sector as we need to accommodate for our growing suburbs. Jobs in powers, plants, factories, construction, shops, cafes, restaurants, retail, engineering and transport offices will be available to all the people that are living in our suburb. In our suburb as well, we need to think about sustainable public transport because people need to travel and get around during the day. To combat using too much energy, we have made the city centre a neutral zone, which means there are no cars, buses or trains that run through the city centre. The idea is to encourage people to travel by walking or to travel by cycling. There will however be public transport services around the suburb like electrical trains, buses and monorails. The reason why we are implementing electric trains and buses is to reduce the amount of carbon emissions from petrol and diesel powered cars, buses and trains. We will also implement more free and accessible bicycle lanes and free bike racks around the whole suburb. We will also have ready hire bikes which can be paid by card, and the money collected by these eco-friendly travelling bikes will go to the expansion of our suburb. The housing in our suburb will be widely spread out, and will have a lot of eco-friendly twists and perks to it. Most water appliances would have an option to use recycled water and fresh water. This could save overusing water. Also, most rooms will have a sunroof option and a lot of glass will be used since it traps heat during winter and traps cold air in summer. Also not to mention the fact that glass traps a lot of escaping electricity. The importance of this in our housing is that most of the energy that is getting wasted is from general appliances and housing. By implementing these solutions, you can reduce the energy wastage up to 50%. Solar power in Australia is a growing industry. As of June 2018, Australia had over 8,452 megawatts of installed photovoltaic. Catered for all the people that will live in this suburb, we have decided to build up, which would be high-rise apartments, and to build a lot of townhouses to cater for more families. We plan to make our suburb very accessible to all different sorts of people. The buses and trains will be linking all education facilities, and bus roads and tracks will be running around the outskirts of the campuses of all the educational centres, and they will also link to a shopping district that has an open shopping centre for everybody to use. The trains and buses will have direct routes from out of the city to regional suburbs as well. This could also help with external and internal migration. We also have plans for the future, and one of the obvious ones being high-rise apartments and smaller townhouses on bigger blocks of land. This is to cater for all the people that come to our suburb in the future. We will also have more jobs available for when more people finish school or decide to move to our suburb. We believe this will be the suburb of the future. So start something new today and help us develop this new suburb.